Yes, Chelsea fans, how are you doing? Chelsea, West Ham, an immediate chance to get rid of the nightmare that was the Arsenal game. How are you all doing? Welcome along to the live stream. Massive game, massive opportunity for us again to take an advantage over some of the teams that have dropped points, that are fighting for the top four. Obviously, Arsenal are now 2 points behind us, but we've got 2 games in hand. We win today, we go 5 games, 5 points even, in front of them. That's what we're looking to do. That's what we're looking for. And we want a performance. We want a reaction above anything else. We want a reaction to what happened the other night against the Arsenal. So, hopefully, you guys are all good. You're looking forward to the game. The Chelsea team, some changes. Chelsea actually tweeted out their team. And it's different. Chalobah starts. Anyway, Chelsea's last 10 home games. 3 wins, 5 draws, 2 defeats. Draws against Burnley, Man United, Everton, Brighton, Liverpool. Victories over Leeds, Tottenham, Newcastle. Last 2 games at home. We've conceded 4 goals in both. Brentford and the Arsenal. We cannot afford another dodgy performance today against West Ham. West Ham have got a decent record against us. It has to be said, and this is dangerous. The game is a dangerous game. So, let's get out there. Let's deliver the right performance. Let's look for a reaction to what happened against the Arsenal. And let's get the win. All-important win to put us 5 clear of Arsenal with a game in hand still. As I say, teams around them, teams that are fighting for top 4 have dropped points. And it's time for Chelsea to take advantage. The biggest bugbear that we've all got under Thomas Tuchel at the moment. He's done a fantastic job at Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel. Let's not take that away from him. We all know that. We all love Tuchel and what he's done, but sometimes his team selections are a little bit questionable. And it's the fact that Chelsea have had so many opportunities last season, this season, to take advantage of situations and extend their lead over teams in and around us, and we've blown it time and time and time again. Need to do it today. John, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you in. Just putting a message up for no spoilers in chat. Richard, good to see you in as well. Mezzy, how are you, mate? Yeah, I think Christensen, I think it was expected that Christensen was going to be dropped today. I have to say that after what happened in midweek. A lot of people are saying his head's gone already. He's already in Barcelona, and I understand why they're saying that. So it's not a surprise. Chalobah's in. Thiago Silva's back as well, which is most important. Problem we had the other night is we had no leaders in that back 3. Let me just reconfirm that team. Yeah, that's better. So the actual team is Mendy's in goal. Azpilicueta looks as though he's gone back into the defensive line on the right. Thiago Silva and Trevor Chalobah on the left-hand side. Martin, good to see you, mate. Good to see you in. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is being advertised as the right wing-back with Kante and Jorginho in the middle. I expected Jorginho to come in after the midweek performance with Marcus Alonso on the left. Obviously, as I said, Loftus-Cheek on the right. With Mount and Havertz in behind Timo Werner. We all expected the change up front with Lukaku being dropped. It's happened. Will it be Havertz leading the line or will it be Timo? I think it more than likely, but I mean, I'm hoping this will be Timo Werner through the middle, but it'll probably be Kai Havertz. I just think Kai Havertz can influence the game from a little bit deeper, much more, whereas Werner's sort of pinned on that wing. But we'll see how it goes. But there was obviously going to be changes made. Thiago Silva coming in at the back line is great. Azpi dropping back in away from that right wing back position is good because he just hasn't got the legs for it up and down for 90 minutes anymore. And Jorginho in the middle of midfield, just to get hold of the ball and knock it about. But yeah, Mezzy, Ruben will have a good one, hopefully. Dale, how are you, mate? Good to see you in. Welcome along to some of the regular subscribers. Make sure you come and join. Smash the like button as you join, which will be fantastic for us. We're literally about 9 minutes away from kickoff, 10 minutes away. And it's a big, big game. And hopefully, we can get a good performance. A nice early goal would settle us down. Dale, yep. Just mates of mine are mentioning already, maximum effort needed today, and it is definitely. Right, come on, let's get this today. Let's get the right result. Let's deliver the right performance. With that sun's gone in, it looks a bit dark and a bit gloomy. Do I need to put my lights on? Will my lights work? Let's have a look. Let's shut my light on. Does the light make a difference, do we think? No virus has ever been isolated. The light makes a little bit of a difference. Bear with me 1 second and I'll get my lighting sorted out. Hold on. We're back. The lights are on. Looks a bit better with the lights on, I have to say. Despite the fact it is sunny outside. So, of course, in the build-up to the game, Sky Sports are doing a recap of the last few games at the Bridge. Brentford. West Ham have had a good run against Chelsea, I've got to say that. And it's about time we turn the tide. Need to, big time. Obviously, there's news that confirmed that Tony Rudiger is going to leave Chelsea at the end of the season. Turned down a move to Man United. And it looks as though it's going to be Real Madrid. Rudiger, Alaba, backline for Real Madrid. Anyway, now Sky Sports has shown the game at the London Stadium earlier in the season. We'll remember that one. We lost the game 3-2, where the fullback on the left-hand side had like a mishit cross that went in and beat Mendy at his near post. Martin, not sure he's going to own it. Not sure he's going to own it. God knows. Your guess is as good as mine. But I've noted, obviously, that Lewis Hamilton's got involved now. He's back in Martin Broughton's consortium. Well, it's interesting to see what happens with that. Hi, Jane. How you doing? Good to see you in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome along. Subscribers, come and say hello in the chat. Don't be shy. It's a good bunch in here. So, yeah, we're about to get going in the next sort of 5-6 minutes. And I want to see Chelsea start off well. They need to start better than they have done. Nice early goal to settle everything down. Then West Ham have got to come out at us. Because West Ham are going to sit and defend deep. As we know, that's what they do. Lee, how are you, mate? Good to see you here. Of course, there's a certain derby on Ask for Us today. There's a derby today, London derby, Chelsea-West Ham, and there's one after that. The Bin Dippers derby, Liverpool against Everton. Mr. Lampard, who's struggling up there against Liverpool. Just showing highlights of previous games. West Ham and Chelsea. And Liverpool. It's Sky Sports just filling their time, isn't it? Basically. So, what do you want to see today? I want to see much more solid performance at the back. Thank you, Martin, for the clock. Thank you for that. It's a little bit early. Appreciated. It's there. It's ready to go. In the players in the tunnel, Aspi captain, Mark Noble, captain for West Ham. West Ham team. I've not seen it yet. We'll have to have a look. Declan Rice is on the bench for West Ham. Is that to protect his performance from watching Chelsea eyes? I wonder. So, Chelsea, third in the Premier League, 62 points. We've got 2 games in hand on Man City. We're top of the league. We're 18 points clear. That's gone. We're 14 points behind Liverpool and 1 game in hand on them. That's gone. So, it's all about third place for us. We're currently 2 points clear of the Arsenal with 2 games in hand. We're 4 points clear of Tottenham with 2 games in hand on them. We're 8 points clear of Man United with 3 games in hand on them. And we're 10 points clear of West Ham. So, getting towards the business end of the season. Games are beginning to run out. The players come out. Azpilicueta, Mendy, Chalobah, Kante, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Silva, Mason Mount, Alonso, Havertz and Werner. It's a really strange situation. So in the tunnel, Chelsea line up as they do. As you look at it, the camera looks down the tunnel at the teams. Chelsea, they always line up on the right-hand side. But when they come out on the pitch, they move over to the left-hand side, like as if they're going to kick towards the Matthew Harding. So as the players have come out of the tunnel, as they get on the pitch, they're sort of like the red arrows. They're doing little cross formations. Anyway, teams, just to confirm, players are both out. Sunshine at the Stamford Bridge and not a full Stamford Bridge either, remember. Mendy's in goal. Chelsea's back 3. Azpi reverts back to the right-hand side. Thiago Silva comes back in, and into the team is Trevor Chalobah. A different back 3 that started the game against Arsenal. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, right wing back today with Jorginho and Kante in the middle. Marcus Alonso on the left-hand side. Mason Mount is advertising that Chelsea are playing a 3-4-1-2 formation with Mount in behind Havertz and Werner playing up together. Interesting. Have to wait and see. Will that be the case, or will it be the standard formation with Werner through the middle and Havertz and Mount playing in behind him? Kepa, Lukaku, Pulisic, Sale, Barkley, Ziyech, Kennedy and Sarr on the bench. No Christensen at all, or Reece James, or Chilwell, or Hudson-Odoi. West Ham side, David Moyes. Oh, Def warmed up, bless him. West Ham in goal, Fabianski. Back 3 of Johnson, Dawson and Creswell. Midfield 4, Kufal, Soucek, Noble and Masuaku. Benrahma and Fornals playing in behind Andrei Yarmolenko up front for West Ham. Interesting. On the bench, Areola, Antonio, Lanzini, Vlasic, Bowen, Fredericks, Krell, Rice and Elise. If anything, West Ham looks like they've rested Antonio, they've rested Declan Rice and they've rested Lanzini. Interesting. Smash that like button for me. 9 goals this season, Jorginho, back in the Chelsea team. All 9 are penalties, of course. So, we're about to rock and roll. We're about to get going. Chelsea need to start well. Dictate possession of the game. Mark Noble's second Premier League start of the season, which is strange as to why he's playing, not Declan Rice. Maybe they're thinking of... are they still in Europe? Possibly. Anyway, about to get going. Tuchel in his Chelsea gilet and his cap on the bench. Looking around at the supporters. David Moyes, old Def warmed up. Bless him. Looks like someone's nan, doesn't he? Anyway, remember, we're watching it on the Sky Sports app. We're 1 minute delayed from normal coverage, so no spoilers in chat. Chelsea going to be kicking towards the shed end first half. West Ham towards the Matthew Harding. West Ham will kick the game off as Chelsea take a knee. Good start from Chelsea needed. Come on, we need this. Really, really need this game. So, Fornals kicks off and he does. And he goes back, straight back to his centre-half who launches it high up towards our left-back position. Alonso wins the first header. Kante wins second ball. Gets it caught under his feet. Tries to dig out a pass and gives the ball away. West Ham knock it forward. Thiago Silva on the edge of our own box. Knocks it forward. They just whack it up to the edge of our box again. We win the next ball down. Jorginho mops up. Gives it to Alonso. Gives it back to Azpi, who's playing the left-hand side of the back three. He's playing left-hand side of the back three. And Chalaba is playing on the right-hand side, sorry. So, Azpi on the ball. Just Chelsea possession, just going 10 yards forward, 10 yards back to the back three. West Ham pushed up right inside of our half, but they're not pressing at the moment. When the ball goes into somebody on the wing or into midfield, they do. But when it goes back to the goalkeeper, they pretty much give up. It's gone back to Mendy, who swings it out to his left-hand side to Azpi. Alonso drops deep, calling for it, but gives it to Thiago Silva on the penalty spot. He's been shut down by Fornals. Goes one more to Chalaba, up the line. Looking for Kai Havertz, does well to flick it off first time to Kante. But Conte's ball to Jorginho is not great, but we managed to work it out to Thiago Silva and out to Azpi left-hand side, over halfway. Looking for a ball. Mason Mount drops deep and says, give it to me. Gives it to Alonso, byline. Inside their halfway. Jorginho back to the centre circle. Thiago Silva looking for an option. West Ham deep in numbers. Forced out to the right-hand side. Loftus-Cheek playing right wing-back. 1-2 Kante. Back to Chalaba. Back to the centre circle, Thiago Silva. Bright sunshine at Stamford Bridge. Chalaba up the line to Havertz, who's worked his way out there. Kante into the feet of Werner, who does well to hold the ball up. Work out to the right-hand side to Loftus-Cheek. Masuaku goes in with a challenge. Goes out of play for a Chelsea throw-in. About 25 yards from goal. Loftus-Cheek takes it back early and goes back to Chalaba. Back to Thiago Silva, centre circle. Tries to find a pass, a through ball, but it comes back to him. Jorginho swings the ball to Havertz in that right channel. Edge of the box. Tries to get a pass out to the right-hand side. Blocked off. Werner collects it. Out to Loftus-Cheek. Feints across. Back to Kante. Towards the back post. And they get the ball away off Alonso's head. Back post. But Mason Mount's going to collect it. And he does. Intense Chelsea pressure early, which is good. Dominating the ball. Chelsea have possession. Alonso, wide left. Level the edge of the penalty box. Forced backwards to Azpi. Inside Jorginho. Looking for a run over the top. There's nobody there. Werner dropped deep. Alonso didn't read it. Ball goes straight out of play for a West Ham goal kick. But good early Chelsea pressure. Want to see more of that and moving the ball about. The TV cameras are now highlighting Stamford Bridge Stadium and the fact that not all the seats are sold out because it's season tickets only. We're all aware of it. Anyway, West Ham take the goal kick short. Play it out to the right-hand side. Werner goes to shut it down. They play the ball at the line. Azpi covers across in front of Yarmolenko. Heads it down into Kante. Lays it off to Jorginho, then gives the ball away. But then they give it away. Jorginho again. Inside to Mason Mount. Halfway line. Little flick ball to Havertz. Conte's to his left. Goes around one challenge, Kante. Wide left is Alonso. 10 yards from the byline. Plays it back inside to Werner, to Kante on the edge of the box. Shut down by three West Ham players. Out to Alonso. Cross comes in towards the penalty spot. Headed away by Dawson. Only as far as Kante. Goes back to Thiago Silva. Top of the centre circle. Being shut down, but does well to play it out to Azpi. Back to Thiago Silva. Bottom of the centre circle now. Inside of his own half. Brighton beating Southampton. Danny Welbeck after 2 minutes. Brighton 1, Southampton 0. Loftus-Cheek. Chelsea just playing little 5-yard passes at the minute. Just trying to suck West Ham out. Playing it from side to side. Trying to open the door. Jorginho now. Centre circle. On the centre spot. Drives forward. Finds Werner. Flicks it out to his left-hand side to Azpi. One more to Alonso. Up against Kufau. Forced backwards. Azpi. Back to Thiago Silva. West Ham with everybody behind the ball. Like a forward-man defence. 2 midfielders and 4 sort of attacking lines. Loftus-Cheek. The ball goes out to him. He comes inside and he 50-50 ball. Noble wins it. West Ham win back possession. Dawson, edge of his own box. Plays the ball looking to the feet of Yarmolenko. Takes a touch and falls over. The referee has claimed that Azpi fouled him and he didn't. Azpi can't believe it. He's got his arms up saying, I didn't even touch him. Let's have a look at the replay. He didn't touch him. Yarmolenko went to try and sort of, he dummied to go to the right and went to the left. He just lost his footing. But the referee's given a free kick anyway. So West Ham with the free kick, bottom of the centre circle, inside their own half. Dawson's to take it, looking for an option. He's taking his time. He's still taking his time. Now he launches it up to the right-hand side. Over Alonso's head, looking for Kufal. Can't keep it in play. It goes out of play. Chelsea fans give him a bit of stick. He laughs at them and then just rolls the ball up to Mendy. And Edouard Mendy to take his goal kick. David Moyes' record, 17 attempts as a manager to win at Stamford Bridge. He hasn't done so yet. Why do they put them stats up? Anyway, Thiago Silva's got the ball for Mendy. Edge of our box. West Ham pushed up, high, not pressing though. Now they do as the ball goes inside. Ball up to Loftus-Cheek. Brilliant little first time ball to Kante. Turns away from a challenge and finds Mason Mount. But West Ham swarm back over Mount. They beat the press, Chelsea. They went to go and press Loftus-Cheek. He flicked it inside to Kante, who flicked it away from a challenge, Kante, as the midfielder come into him. And he moved away from Noble and he flicked it into Mason Mount's path, but Noble gets back in. And then as Masuaku comes round on the cover, Mason Mount fouls him. So it's a West Ham throw-in, halfway inside their own half, and free kick. They played it across to the right-hand side and given the ball away. Chelsea trying to play it forward. West Ham nick in. It's moved out to the left-hand side now. And they're still trying to play out from the back. Cresswell. Chelsea swarming all over at the moment. Halfway inside their own half, and they give the ball away. Halfway line, Alonso collects it. Moves out towards the left-hand side. Held up by Fornals. Forced back to Thiago Silva inside the centre circle. Plays a good first-time ball to Loftus-Cheek. Has to work hard to make it work. And does. Finds Kante. Again, Loftus-Cheek on the right-hand side. Up the line is Kai Havertz. Comes back onto his left foot. Flicks it back to Loftus-Cheek and goes backwards again. Chalobah back to Thiago Silva. Top of the centre circle, inside their half. It goes one more left to Azpi. Tries to find Werner, but gives the ball away. And then West Ham give it away with Kante, who's won the ball back about 3 times in the opening 7 minutes. He's on it today, Kante, which is good to see. Chalobah drives forward, finds Loftus-Cheek. Cross comes in towards the penalty spot, near post even. And it was Dawson in front of Kai Havertz who headed the ball up in the air. Cresswell prevents it from going off for a corner, but Loftus-Cheek wins it back on the right-hand side, plays it back to Kante. Edge of the box, left foot shot, and the ball goes wide. Unlucky, but good from Chelsea. Good high press and high pressure. The cross came in near post. Dawson heads it up in the air. Cresswell's by his byline. He volleys it to Masuaku, who tries to hold off Loftus-Cheek. Nicks it off of him. Moves towards the penalty box and sort of drifts outwards. And he gives the ball to N'Golo Kante, who's the right side of the D, takes one touch onto his left foot, and as he strikes it clean, and it just goes straight rather than try and get a bend on it, and it goes 5 yard wide. Anyway, West Ham come out from the goal kick. Out to Johnson. Up the line to Kufal. He's fronted up by Alonso, and the ball goes out of play right in front of the Chelsea benches. Showing Reece James inside or in the stands watching the game with his pink woolly hat on, bless him. Behind the Chelsea benches. Talk to Ben Chilwell. Miss those two, big time. Anyway, West Ham throwing. Kufal takes it and gets it back from Bowen, but Chelsea's all over him. And Chelsea, they play the ball back, they play the ball back to Johnson, and he's had to go back to Fabianski. Being pressed by Werner and Havertz, and he rolls it out to the left-hand side to Cresswell. He's able to stride forward. Halfway inside his own half, Chelsea backing off, but he stops. Looking for a little out ball to Fornals, inside to Noble, back to Dawson. He's going to play a pass up to Yarmolenko, who's holding off a challenge, and the ball goes inside. Noble finds Fornals, left channel, driving forward West Ham, up the line, left-hand side, Masuaku. Cresswell goes on the overlap, takes the player away. Cross comes in towards the near post, and Thiago Silva sort of, he gets in front of Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta's got his boot off. His boot's been ripped. I think Fornals ripped his boot or something, but as the cross comes in, Thiago Silva steps in front of Azpi and goes to clear it, and he sort of slices it up in the air, and then Mendy can claim it. But Azpi went down, and his whole boot's been ripped. The tongue, everything's been ripped off. I don't know how he's done that. Oh, Ben Rama. So Ben Rama stepped on his boot. from the side, ripped the tongue off and half the boot. So Azpi's come off the pitch and he's asking for new boots. He's taking his inserts out. He's not got any new boots yet. Someone's had to run down to the changing room, delaying things, which isn't great. Azpi's had to go back down to try and get his boots. And as it stands, Chelsea are down to 10 men. Alonso fills in at centre-half. Mendy takes the goal kick and launches it high, looking for Kai Havertz. Touches it inside to Werner, but it's a little bit too short. West Ham flick it back to Fabianski. He's got to take a touch. Werner goes to shut him down. Azpi's putting his boots on now with his inserts in. Still can't come back on. Chelsea still down to 10 men. Kufal finds Yarmolenko. Challenged by Jorginho. Wins the ball off him. Great, Jorginho. Alonso. Back to Thiago Silva. Edge of our box. Just outside the D. And goes back to left-hand side to Alonso. Who's just strolling. There's no one shutting him down. Halfway inside his own half. Stops. And goes back to Thiago Silva. He's got Chalobah next to him. Loftus-Cheek's deep on the byline. Azpi can come back on, and as he does, he gets the ball given to him straight away. Gives it to Alonso. Back to Azpi. Back inside Thiago Silva. Jorginho. Right-hand side now. Chalobah inside of our half. Slips, but recovers. Back to Thiago Silva, who has to panic and just launch it high, and he does. But he finds Kai Havertz, who brings it down great. Finds Mason Mount. Inside Timo Werner. Tries to flick it around the defender. The defender does... What's going on here? So Timo Werner, so the ball's brilliant from Thiago Silva. He just gets rid of it. Kai Havertz in the right channel, and he kills it with a first touch. Second touch, he flicks it inside and finds Mason Mount. Mount plays it to the edge of the D, edge of their box to Timo Werner. On running, Johnson comes across, and they both sort of run into each other. Both lose sight of the ball. The ball's in a melee of other players that come in to join. And as Werner's trying to dig it out, he's given a free kick away on the edge of the box, and it's West Ham's free kick, which they're going to take. They're going to launch it. But a good move from Chelsea. Havertz is operating in behind Werner, and so is Mount, which is good. Havertz has drifted more out to the right-hand side. West Ham's goal kick goes all the way out of play. Azpi did well against Yarmolenko, who's about 2 foot tall him, holding him off, and lets the ball bounce and go over their heads. So it's gone off for a Chelsea throw-in. Alonso gets the ball back from Kante, plays it up the line looking for Mason Mount. Ball doesn't go out of play. West Ham win it inside of our half. Yarmolenko, little drag back. Fornals is onto it, but couldn't control it. Chelsea throw him 25 yards from goal. From our own goal line. Keep focused on Declan Rice being on the bench with a little caption, released by Chelsea when he was 14. Anyway, Thiago Silva, edge of his own box, plays it up to Jorginho. Wide left now on the halfway line, Alonso. Looking for the run of Werner. Werner made the run up the line, but Alonso's ball was curling away towards the area. Werner was never going to get there, and it runs through to Fabianski. Good to see that Chelsea are trying to get in behind. Fabianski rolls it out to Dawson, gives it back to him. He's on his penalty spot, Fabianski. Takes a touch, digs it out of his feet. Being shut down now, and he plays it out to the left-hand side, over the head of Cresswell, out for a Chelsea goal kick. And Cresswell's done his nuts, saying, give the ball to me, to my feet, not on top of my head. Chelsea friend, we take by Loftus-Cheek. He goes back to Chalobah. First time ball back to Mendy. Nice and simple. West Ham pushed up high, but not pressing. The ball goes to Thiago Silva, outside of our box, 10 yards outside. He's allowed to look for a pass and plays it to the right. And as it goes to Chalobah, that's when West Ham go to shut down. But he's found Loftus-Cheek at halfway line. Inside of him is Jorginho. One more left is azpilicueta, halfway line. Plays the ball forward to Alonso. Under pressure, has to go back to Azpi. He's got to go back inside Thiago Silva. Havertz is making a run off the byline, and that creates a space for Loftus-Cheek. Tries to flick it beyond the challenge of Masuaku. Masuaku caught him. Free kick to Chelsea, wide right. About 10 yards in from the byline. And it's a Chelsea opportunity to get the ball in the box. It's about halfway inside their half. We go short. Kante to Chalobah. Up to Loftus-Cheek. Back inside to Kante. Jorginho now, top of the centre circle. Swings it out to the left-hand side to Alonso. Takes 2 touches. Looks for an option. He's got one wide. He's Werner. Off the byline. Little ball flicked inside. Looking for Kai Havertz. Just over his head. And Fabianski falls on it at his far post. Good interplay from Havertz and Werner there. Alonso does what he does. Drifts inside. Collects the ball. Flicks it out to Werner. He comes inside. A little dink pass with his right foot. Havertz was running across the penalty spot towards the near post. It's just underneath him. Unlucky though. What are we looking at now? Looking at Alonso and Kufal. He's given a free kick away. West Ham took a goal kick short and they launched it out to the right-hand side to Kufal. He's over the halfway line and Alonso brings him down. It's West Ham's free kick this time. They take it short to Noble. Wide right, Kufal. Back to Noble, halfway inside of our half, right-hand side. West Ham have wasted it. Chelsea now pressing out. Push out. Johnson out to Masuaku. Back to Cresswell, inside of his own half now. Chelsea doing well to push out as a unit and force them to play it backwards, which they do. Noble gets it on halfway, wide right. Kante's in front of him, goes up the line to Kufal. He's shut down by 2. They give it away. Kante finds Werner. First time ball to Mason Mount. He's got Akers, top of the centre circle. Loftus-Cheek on his outside, comes inside now, which gives Mount no options. And Mount drifts out to the right-hand side, has to hold the ball up. Finds Loftus-Cheek, tries to find Kai Havertz, and with that, the West Ham win the ball back. To be fair to Havertz, though, he does well. He shuts it down. It goes off for a West Ham goal kick. But Mason Mount needed Loftus-Cheek to stay wide there. He had loads of space. Havertz was through the middle. Werner was on the left-hand side. Loftus-Cheek was to his right, but Loftus-Cheek made a run inside Mason Mount as he's drifting out to the right-hand side, and he had no other option. Declan Rice comes out to warm up, getting applause from the West Ham fans. Anyway, they take the goal kick short and Fabianski gets it back and from his 6-yard box launches it just up to halfway. Aspi wins it and then tries to clear it, but Ben Rama's deflected it off of him and Ben Rama's away. Inside of our box right-hand side, cross comes in, easy for Mendy, falls on it, but Aspi was too slow. He got caught trying to play the ball backwards and we got away with it though. He was lucky, azpilicueta. He takes a touch and he sort of, because he's so right-footed, he takes a touch wide left and he tries to move his body around to get the right shape to play the pass back inside to Thiago Silva. But as he does it, Ben Rama was all over him, blocked his attempted pass and was away. And we've just given the ball away again. Chalaba has given the ball away from Ben Rama, but well done, Chalaba. He's got back in as Ben Rama got on the left-hand side of our penalty box, stepped across him. There was no contact. Ben Rama didn't go down and we come away with the ball with Kante. Wide right now is Mason Mount. Havertz makes a run up the line. He finds him. Havertz, can he keep it in? He does. He tries to get a cross in. It's deflected away by Dawson. Werner was lurking on the penalty spot. And it's a Chelsea corner. Chalaba. Chelsea had just taken too much time. Playing it across the back 3. Ben Rama. Ben Rama takes a touch. He gets in the box. As he's looking up to play a pass, Chalaba steps in front of him. Tuchel doesn't look panicked or anything. Still sitting down on his bench. Gillet's off, by the way. It's a bit sunny over there. So, Mason Mount to take the corner. Right-footed outswinger towards the penalty spot. Thiago Silva clashes heads with somebody right on the penalty spot. Thiago Silva's gone down straight away. He looks to be all right, but he's just holding on to his head. But the West Ham player looks like he's in worse shape. Silva's up now. And Silva goes over to make sure the player's all right. Just a fair 50-50 challenge. He went up for the header. It's Ziyech. Ziyech's zonal marking. So as the ball's come over, Ziyech's gone up and he's done backwards and Thiago Silva's gone forward. They just sort of whacked heads, but there's no claret on anybody apart from West Ham kit. But Silva's been told he needs to go off the pitch. Ziyech's now sitting up. There's no cut or anything, so it should be all right to crack on. Ziyech's up. There's zonal marking from corners, West Ham. And he's on his 6-yard box. He's the player in the middle of the 6-yard box. And as that cross comes over, he watches it and watches it. And he drifts towards the penalty spot. As he's doing that, Thiago Silva comes in. It was no foul. It was just an innocuous, just a genuine attempt from both players to win the ball. Both players are up, which is the main thing. Both players have been told to come off the pitch and then come back on again. Outstanding player, Thiago Silva. Absolutely outstanding. Him and Ziyech have a little bit of an embrace on the sideline. And now both come on as West Ham launch it forward. Azpilicueta wins the first header. West Ham up to Yarmolenko, holds it up and goes back to Soufal. Ziyech steps away from Kante, plays the ball inside. West Ham's got some space on our left-hand side. Ball goes to Masuaku, ball played in, looking for a run of Benrahma, and well done Chalobah. Spots it, gets the ball away at the near post, and it's a West Ham corner. Chelsea tried to condense the play. They played it out and got some space on the left-hand side. First time ball out, and Masuaku takes one touch, gets the cross in towards the 6-yard box. Well defended. Right, 4 nows with the corner. Goes short. Cross comes in. Good header away by Loftus-Cheek. Only as far as Masuaku, who launched it forward. Alonso does well to deflect the ball up in the air, and Mendy catches it inside his own 6-yard box. Dangerous team, West Ham. Very dangerous from set pieces. They really are. But good header from Loftus-Cheek. Chelsea possession. Thiago Silva into Jorginho, surrounded by 2 West Ham players. Holds it up back to Silva. And first time ball to Timo Werner. Drops off just inside of our half to collect it on the left-hand side. A centre. Gives it to Jorginho. Back to Thiago Silva now. Silva, top of the centre circle. To Kante. Driving forward. Kante through midfield. Out to the right-hand side. And just flicks it to his right to Mason Mount. He goes one more to Loftus-Cheek. Edge of the box. Inside to Mount on the corner of it. Back to Loftus-Cheek, is forced out and goes backwards to Chalobah. Thiago Silva, top of the centre circle, into the feet of Werner, who drops off. He's got Ziyech behind him, has to go back to Thiago Silva, who plays the ball wide right to Loftus-Cheek. Takes it on his chest, first time ball into Mason Mount, who's supporting him up the line. Held up though, Mount, by 2 West Ham players. Him and Loftus-Cheek try a little 1-2, doesn't come off, and West Ham get the ball away. Up to halfway. Azpi's got time to chest it down, and he does. He drives forward, finds Werner, who turns away from a challenger Johnson. Out to left-hand side is Alonso. Cross comes in first time towards the back post. Half cleared by Cresswell, away by Dawson. Good move from Chelsea. The problem we've got is that when Timo Werner drops off and collects the ball and drives out to left-hand side, it only leaves 2 players in the box, Havertz and possibly Mason Mount. And that ball in the box, it was Havertz from West Ham get the ball away. Chelsea do well to win it back from our throw. We temporarily lost it. We got it back with Werner just outside the box, right-hand side, shut down, driving towards the right. It was challenged. He lost the ball anyway, and they play it out to the right. And Yarmolenko up against Azpi, wide right wing, driving towards our box. Chelsea backing off, overlaps from Ziyech into the feet of Fornals, Benrahma, and it's Kante back with a challenge. Deflects up off of Benrahma in the air. Mendy has to adjust his feet, collects it, nice and simple, about a yard from his goal line. Chelsea roll it out to Chalobah, out to Loftus-Cheek, halfway inside of our half now. Goes back to Chalobah, falls backwards. Inside is Thiago Silva. Silva to Kante. West Ham pushed up, not pressing. When the ball goes into midfield, they go and press. So Chelsea trying to sort of think about the ball they're playing into midfield. And with this, Kai Havertz drops really deep. Left-hand side to collect it. He does. But when he does that, he turns and he can't find a pass. My video's frozen again. Hold on. Stay with it. I will be back. Here we go. I'm just getting it sorted. Bear with me, people. I don't know why, but my camera keeps freezing. It's not great. I know. It is not good. Anyway, Chelsea's possession on the right-hand side. Comes to Thiago Silva, to Azpilicueta. Azpi. They give the ball away. West Ham defending, playing out from the back. But Azpi's done well to shut down Yarmolenko. They give the ball away again. Right in front of the benches, Fornals. Shut down by Kante. Well done. Jorginho now. Jorginho to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva back to Edouard Mendy. Yeah, so bear with me, people. I'll be with you in just a second. There you go. The camera's gone a bit funny. Apologies. Anyway, Chelsea position on the right-hand side. Mason Mount tries to find a little 1-2 with Havertz. Masuaku steps in. Chelsea possession, and it's a corner. a throw-in on the right-hand side. 25 yards from goal. Hopefully you guys can hear us all right. Anyway, Chelsea are forced backwards with the ball, and then we give the ball away, and it's going to be a West Ham throw-in on the left-hand side. We tried to take it short, tries to play it off one of their players who moved out of the way, and it's gone out of play. Is the sound all right? Or is it breaking up? Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me all right. It is anyway. West Ham played a long throw up to halfway. Chelsea won it back. Jorginho finds Werner, who tries to find Mason Mount. Rides one challenge and shoots. Unlucky, Mount. Unlucky. West Ham are smothering Chelsea. As that ball goes into one of the front three, they're smothering them. 2 or 3 defenders at once. And with that ball, Chelsea are playing good interplay. Good first time little flick passes into the right wing or the left wing and then flicking it inside. But as we do that, the person who's in the middle collects the ball and straight away he's got 2 defenders around him. As Mason Mount tries to get some space, he's shut down. His shot goes about 30 yards over the bar. West Ham's resultant goal kick is up to the halfway line. Chelsea half clear it. They boot it deep inside of our half, and Kante, by his own corner flag, plays the ball up the line to Alonso. Under pressure. That's the result. Ziyech actually held off a challenge, was in on the byline. Referees called it back and said it's a throw into West Ham. 30 yards from goal, wide right, our left-hand side. Tuchel throws it towards the... Oh, dear me, he's unlucky. So Yarmolenko comes short, spins, and just runs back towards the byline. Good throw from Tuchel over the edge of the Chelsea defenders. Yarmolenko, rather than go with his right foot on the right-hand side, goes with his left foot for some reason, and his volley goes straight out of play. He tried to control it, but he just volleyed it out of play into Matthew Harding. Chelsea's resultant goal kick has gone short, as it normally does, and we've managed to work through their press. Jorginho, Kante now, right side of centre, drives over halfway. Havertz to his right, Werner through the middle. He turns back to left-hand side and plays a good ball out to Alonso. Mount inside the penalty box. Alonso plays a great first-time ball on the volley to Mason Mount. And Mount, as he's trying to hold off a defender, he's been trapped by Johnson as he makes his run across. Mount can't hold him off. The ball goes out of play for a West Ham goal kick. But good move from Chelsea. We're finding space through midfield. That midfield third. But as it goes forward, we've got to come up with something different. Because at the moment, they're being... The little flicks are working. But as soon as we get in and around their box, they're just shutting us down. Anyway, Fabianski to take the goal kick. Smash the like button for me, people. He feints the goal kick. Does that thing where he whacks his heels against the post. And now he launches it. Alonso wins it. Gives it inside to Kante. First time ball to Silva. Back out to Chalobah. Chalobah now. Inside to Loftus-Cheek. Sorry, Thiago Silva. Jorginho says, give me the ball. And he's allowed to turn in centre circle. Now he finds Werner, who's dropped deep on the left-hand side of centre. Collects it. Gives it Jorginho inside their half now. Top of the centre circle. Working from left to right. Finds Chalobah. Loftus-Cheek halfway inside their half. Hugging the byline. Gets it. Gives it back to Chalobah. Back to Thiago Silva. Chelsea probing. Trying to find space. West Ham defending their half. Kante now. Finds Havertz, who's come out to his right-hand side, and finds Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek drives inside. Then just back heels it to Kante. Up to Loftus-Cheek. To the byline, turns inside the defender, Loftus-Cheek, back to Kai Havertz. He's got a player over. Azpilicueta goes to drive a shot towards the back post, blocked away. Azpi heads it forwards towards the penalty box. Tuchel just chests it down and clears it. Silva comes across, heads it away for Yarmolenko and finds Azpilicueta halfway line. Werner, good first time ball, back to Thiago Silva under pressure. Silva holds off for now, his challenge. Plays inside to Kante, drops the ball to the bottom of the centre circle. Brilliant. Chelsea found space. Mason Mount, right channel. West Ham tracking back. Right inside, Loftus-Cheek. Bad touch. Got to dig it out of his feet. Edge of the box, right inside. Loftus-Cheek. 1-2 with Werner. Back to Jorginho. Into the feet of Alonso. Tries to play a flick ball over the top straight away. West Ham get the ball away. Thiago Silva's allowed to take all the time in the world to drop back inside of our half, 5 yards. Collect the ball. Move towards the centre circle. Give it to Kante. He's got 2 West Ham players around him. Don't even challenge him. Back Thiago Silva. And now Fornals goes to press Thiago Silva. He's got to go back to Mendy. And now they're pressing Mendy. Back to Silva, plays it right-hand side to Chalobah, who has to work to get in position to bring it down, and he does well. Well done, Chalobah. Thiago Silva comes outside the D of our own box. No shots on target from any team yet. Chelsea to left-hand side. 72% possession, Chelsea in the game so far. Azpi, Werner, left channel. Wide left now is Havertz, who's just free to move around those front three. Tries to play a ball in behind to Werner. They clear it. Only as far as Mason Mount. Takes a touch. Defender who went to challenge was on the floor. Recovered. Spun on the deck. As he spun, he managed to get his foot on the ball away from Mason Mount. They clear it. Only as far as Thiago Silva. West Ham defending their box. Well, defending their half, I should say. But Chelsea are playing in between the lines and finding a little bit of space. Jorginho to Alonso. Gets it back. Does well to find Kante. One more is Chalobah, right side of centre, right-hand side. Out to Loftus-Cheek on the byline, halfway inside their half, supported by Kante inside 10 yards. Flick ball looking for Kai Havertz, too high. Johnson's blocking him off. Havertz can't move backwards, goes over his head, straight into Fabianski's arms. Now I'm seeing Romelu Lukaku, who's having a giggle with Hakim Ziyech. Fabianski now launches it. Up over halfway. Azpi against Yarmolenko does well. And then Sufal wins the ball off of Alonso. But West Ham give the ball away. But Ben Rama stepped in front of Loftus-Cheek and wins it. Masuaku, wide left. Ball up the line. Ben Rama holds it up. Back to Masuaku. Back to Creswell. Halfway inside of our half. 10-yard ball forward. Back to Noble. Turns away from Mount and finds Ben Rama. Driving inside. Ball over the top. West Ham's got a runner. Yarmolenko shoots. On the left-hand side, he makes a run over the top. And he makes a run to the left-hand side of the penalty box. He's got another West Ham player with him. And he takes a shot early, but he drags it too far. And he literally drags the ball across the penalty box, across the 6-yard box, and 10 yards wide. I think he probably just lost where he was. He just got too good a connection on the ball. As he dragged it, he's hit it clean. It's just toward the corner flag, if anything. Anyway, Chelsea's goal kick short and Kante's driving from midfield into their half. Left-hand side, Werner. Penalty box. 3 West Ham players in front of him. Back to Kante. Holds off a challenge. Back out to Werner. Trying to dig it out of his feet. Back to Kante. Got some space. Tries to get a curler to the back post. Deflected. Only as far as Loftus-Cheek. Does well under pressure. Controls it. Finds Chalobah, who turns away from a West Ham challenge brilliantly well. Chalobah. Cross comes in towards the penalty spot. Away by Dawson. Thiago Silva's underneath it. Collects it. Goes away from 2 challenges and then loses possession to Fornals. Plays the ball out to wide left. Trying to get the run of Ben Rama. But Azpi's covered it. But they're giving away a free kick anyway. Fornals was clattered as he played that pass. And West Ham have the free kick. 10 yards inside their own half. Foul by Chalobah. West Ham free kick. Chelsea got to do a lot more going forward here. The movement's good to get to the final third, but then it sort of falls apart at the minute. West Ham are quite comfortable with it. They got their own possession at the moment from the free kick. They've gone back to Fabianski. Up to Cresswell. Into the feet of Noble. Up towards halfway, Fornals and Ben Rama 1-2s of each other. Then they give it away to Thiago Silva. Azpi steps in, says mine. Launches it. Mason Mount tries to trap it, but can't. Got a loose touch. West Ham win it back, and they play it out to Johnson. The right side is centre half. One more for him is Sufal. Plays it into the feet of Yarmolenko. Sorry, it's actually Fornals. Yarmolenko drops to the right wing. Little 1-2s. Chelsea did well to block it off, and it's gone out of play for a West Ham throw-in. Right on halfway. They play the ball forward, and someone's gone down. Fornals has gone down under a challenge of Ngolo, Kante and Thiago Silva. I didn't see what was happening. I'm too busy looking at some graphic with Tony Rudiger sitting in the stands with his cap on. They played it in the right side of centre, West Ham. They've played it halfway inside of our half. And all I see is Yarmolenko go down or Fornals go down with Thiago Silva and Kante sort of doing this to each other. Anyway, dangerous free kick. It's just about 2 yards outside the width of the penalty box. 25 yards from goal. Chelsea defensive coach is up. And he's dictating to the players. So Chelsea defensive line is 5 yards inside of our own half. Cross comes in, well done, headed away by Azpilicueta at the near post. As far as Cresswell, back to Masuaku, back to the halfway line to Johnson, plays it into the feet of Yarmolenko, sorry. Wide right is Sufal. Azpi comes out to meet him. Into Ben Rama, edge of our box, back to goal. Back out to Yarmolenko. Hold up by Chelsea. Chelsea defensive shape is good so far, but Noble's got it. Out to Ben Rama on the byline. Cross comes in towards the back post. Well done, Chalaba. Fouled by Ziyech at the back post. And it's a Chelsea free kick. Well done, Chalaba. Stood his ground. Got the head away. Did well with it, to be fair, Chalaba. Under pressure. Got an arm in the back, but he won the header clean. So, Chelsea free kick taken short. West Ham have backed off. Thiago Silva's taken the touch, 2-touch, 3-touch. He's literally just moving with the ball, walking up to the bottom of the centre circle and plays a good ball into Werner. Flicks it out to Alonso, right in front of the two managers on the halfway. Azpi into Jorginho. Has to play it early because Ziyech is up his arse in Thiago Silva and finds Alonso. Halfway line. Werner trying to play it in behind the run. Sufal gives it away to Kante. He's got Werner to his left, but he plays it too late. And Dawson, with a great challenge, just blocks off N'Golo Kante's pass. Werner was in. Edge of the box, just left to centre Kante. And Werner's to his left corner. And he's wide open. And he didn't play it quick enough. Anyway, Chelsea still with possession. Halfway inside their half. Loftus-Cheek shoots from 25 yards. Blocked off. Comes out to Azpilicueta. And Chelsea go backwards. Hold on to possession, nice and simple. Back to Thiago Silva. Back to Azpilicueta. Halfway inside their half now. By the byline. Jorginho inside. Fornals fronts him up. Into the feet of Alonso. 3 West Ham players around him. West Ham are like defending their half as like in a box position. So as soon as the ball goes in, there's 4 West Ham players around the Chelsea player trying to prevent the angles. But we've worked out to left-hand side to Timo Werner, left wing. Cross comes into the penalty spot. Head up in the air by Havertz to the back post. They half clear it. Kante wins second ball. Goes to strike it. Shut down. Holds it up and finds Mason Mount. Wide right is Loftus-Cheek. Plays the ball towards the near post. Just in front of Alonso and the goalkeeper falls on it. But good play from Chelsea. Very good from Chelsea so far. Just that final third is not good enough at the moment. Need to find the right ball. Smash the like button, people. Got 24 likes so far, 70 people watching. Smash the like button if you all could. It'd be amazing. Anyway, West Ham play out from the back, out to Sufal on the wing. Deep inside his own half and finds Yarmolenko. Holds off Azpilicueta into Fornals to Yarmolenko. Fornals goes down under a challenge. Referee blows instead of free kick. 5 yards inside the halfway line. Inside of our half and 5 yards from the byline, and Fornals has got a bad one. Well, a painful one in his ankle. He got it from who? Thiago Silva. Let's just say this. He went through Fornals to get the ball. Simple as that. West Ham free kick. 7 minutes for half time. Dangerous free kick again. We can't keep giving free kicks away to West Ham. Mark Noble's going to take it. It's literally 5 yards inside of our half on the right-hand side. Chelsea pushed up with a line that's 15 yards outside the penalty box. So play it up the line for the run of Yarmolenko. He does well, but he's been flagged up offside. He's laughing, can't believe he's been flagged up offside, and it's a Chelsea free kick. So Chelsea take it early to Jorginho. Jorginho collects it halfway inside of our half and plays a great ball in between 2 defenders to Kante. Drives forward. And he now finds Mason Mount in the right channel. Loftus-Cheek outside of him. One more is Havertz. Right corner of the penalty box. Havertz dribbles towards the byline, but can't get his cross in. Held off by Cresswell. And it's a West Ham goal kick, but good from Chelsea. Jorginho collects it in from the goal kick from Silva into Jorginho. 2 West Ham players come towards him and he just takes a touch with his right foot and then just plays it in between the 2 of them to Kante, who moves in behind the West Ham players. And West Ham are turned, but Chelsea can't make any difference from it. West Ham launch it forward. Up to Yarmolenko, trying to find Sufal. Alonso comes across, heads it away. West Ham thrown right by David Moyes. Just over halfway. Opportunity for Sufal to get one up the line. Smash the like button, people. Soufal. Looking for the run of Fornals. Finds him. Chalobah comes across. Trying to see it out of play. He goes down under pressure. Referee's given a free kick. Or goal kick. Well done, Chalobah. Those long throws from Soufal. Anyway, it was a goal kick, which is taken short to Thiago Silva. Now finds Jorginho. West Ham pushed up again, halfway inside of our half, but not pressing. So as we come forward, they then press. So they're allowing the Chelsea defensive line to have the ball, more specifically Thiago Silva. But as he strides forward now, they're backing off to the halfway line. He's bottom of the centre circle and he plays it to the left-hand side to Azpi. Looks for a ball up the line, but decides against it. Comes inside to Jorginho. Back to Thiago Silva. Centre circle. West Ham push up now. Right up to halfway line. Chalobah, right of centre. 5 yards inside their half. Inside of him is Kante. Good ball from Kante to find Loftus-Cheek. Right channel. He's got Havertz to his right hand side. On the byline. Comes back on his left foot. Back to Kante. Havertz drifts inside. Collects the ball back to goal. Tries to find Alonso but gives it away. West Ham defending deep, but then Chelsea do well to win it high again with Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho shut down by Fornals. Wide right to Loftus-Cheek again. Back inside Jorginho. First time ball into Alonso. Left channel. Flicks it out to Werner. 20 yards from goal. Into Kante. Looking for a 1-2. We got blocked off, so Conte's had to drift out to the left-hand side with the ball. Gives it 5 yards forward to Werner. Back inside to Kante. 1-2. Conte's got it this time from Alonso, but Conte's first touch was poor. It's allowed Soufal to get back in and win it, but you can only find Jorginho halfway inside their half. Jorginho looking for an option. He's got one to his left and Alonso by the corner flag, holds it up and comes back and just gives it to Kante. Kante takes 2 touch, swings across it towards the back post. Kai Havertz blocked off by 2 West Ham defenders. Easy for Fabianski, just collects it like that under no pressure. Got to do better, Chelsea, honestly. Anyway, he rolls it out to Cresswell. Cresswell, long ball up the line, looking for Masuaku. Chalobah comes across to hold him up. Masuaku has possession halfway inside of our half. Loftus-Cheek helps. Now Yarmolenko shut down by Thiago Silva. And Thiago Silva's fouled him again. He's actually fouled him again. He has fouled him. He's pretty his innocent, Thiago Silva, but he caught him. I can officially confirm Thiago Silva understands and can say in English, effing hell. Let's just say that. Yarmolenko sort of patted him on the back as if to say, you did foul me. And as they're walking away, Thiago Silva mouths the word, effing hell. Brilliant. Anyway, West Ham got a free kick, another dangerous position. How many more times are we going to give these free kicks away? Cresswell's over it. Wide left-hand side. It's about 30 yards from goal. Chelsea holding the line just on the edge of the box. They've got 2 men over the back post. Cross comes in towards the back post. Kai Havertz, well done. Just heads it away, up in the air. Dawson heads it back towards goal, 6-yard box. Mendy comes out and claims it. Nice and simple. Rolls it out to Jorginho. Yarmolenko goes to shut him down. Jorginho's complaining, what an early ball, but Chelsea do well to go back to Chalobah inside. Loftus-Cheek now. Kante. Jorginho, top of the centre circle, inside their half. He's got Azpi to his left. Kante to his right, but the out ball is Loftus-Cheek. It's actually Werner, sorry. Werner's out there. Right out there in the distance. Werner inside to Kante. Back to Jorginho. Loose first touch, but he does well to find Kai Havertz. Left side of the area. Penalty box. Left corner. Tries a little step over. Crosses attempted. Crosses blocked away. And it's a Chelsea throw-in. Azpi to take it. Level the edge of the box. Left-hand side. Looking for an early throw. Hasn't got one. Has to hold it up and go back. Thiago Silva now. High inside their half. Collects it. Rolls it into the feet of Alonso. Allowed to collect under no pressure. Havertz back to Azpi. Back inside to Thiago Silva. Top of the centre circle. Swings a high ball out wide right to Loftus-Cheek. But Masuaku beats him to it. Wins the header and as Loftus-Cheek goes down and plays it into the feet of Fornals. But well done, Silva. Comes across and wins it. Kante finds Jorginho. Top of the centre circle. West Ham tracking back. Right inside of centres, Mason Mount. Loftus-Cheek, right corner of the box. Cross comes in towards the near post. Head away by Dawson again. They keep it from going from a corner. It goes out of play for a throw-in. Alonso is heading towards that near post. Unlucky. Maybe a game today's for Ziyech. Get him to open the door with one of those balls he can play. Because at the minute, Chelsea are doing all right up until the final third, and it just falls apart. Because West Ham defending deep. Anyway, Chelsea have kept hold of possession for the throw-in. Back to Thiago Silva halfway on. Back to Azpi. No option but back to Mendy. Shut down by Benrahma. Launched it high, right-hand side. 3 minutes of added time. End of the first half. Chelsea win it on halfway. Loftus-Cheek goes away from Fornals. Away from Masuaku. Inside Timo Werner. Back to Loftus-Cheek. Good first time ball out to Alonso. 25 yards from goal. Wide left. Back inside to Loftus-Cheek. Swings the ball wide right to Kante, who's covering his position. Kante up the line. Havertz, right inside the penalty box. Tries to take on Masuaku again, but this time he's wise to it. Steps in and wins it back for West Ham. Ziyech goes around Jorginho, but can't go around Chalobah. Deflects away, and Alonso on the halfway line just launches it forward. Out for a West Ham goal kick. Chelsea a bit laboured in the final third, I've got to say that. We're doing really well. We're passing it about. We're doing well to find a space. But when we do find a space, we drive forward. But West Ham are so defensively rigid and they're so defensively well drilled, they're not being sucked out of their position. So Chelsea sort of moving on to them and looking for an option. They haven't got one. But if they have one, it's someone that's 5 yards away that's been forced away from their goal line on the edge of the box. Goal kick launched forward. Thiago Silva free header. Heads it down for Mason Mount. It's been caught by Noble on the halfway line. Painful one on his toes. Referee says free kick. Brighton 2. Southampton 0. Own goal. Southampton. Braha wasn't starting that game, by the way, for Southampton. Anyway, Chelsea take the free kick short. Jorginho. He's forced backwards to Azpi, who goes back to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva's been fouled by Benrahma. Wins the free kick. Takes it quickly to his right-hand side. Chalobah driving inside their half now. Chalobah up the line to Havertz. Wide left. Havertz back to Chalobah. Kante. Jorginho. Ball over the top. Looking for runner Havertz. Played too short. Easy to defend against, but they give it away to N'Golo Kante. Halfway inside their half. Loftus-Cheek evades one challenge. Back to Jorginho. 30 yards from goal, into the feet of Havertz, who's back to goal edge of the box. 5 West Ham defenders around him. West Ham trying to get the ball away. Now they do. And with that, the referee blows up, and that's half time. Chelsea possession is good. Chelsea are playing sharp football. Nice little one touches, nice little moves, movement and interaction between the front three and the midfield. And the good thing is we're finding space in behind their midfield line. We're getting in between the lines. But the problem is, I've said it already, the West Ham defence is so defensively drilled, they don't get sucked out to come and challenge you. They just stay in their positions and back off to the edge of the box. And as they do that, Chelsea's attacking players are sort of moving out wide or looking for the middle, but they can only go so far because West Ham are holding a high line. So Chelsea are banking on someone losing their head and stepping out for that defensive free for West Ham. And that's where the space happens, because 3-on-2 doesn't go as far as defenders goes, and we'll have the option and an advantage. But they're holding firm, West Ham. They're literally backing off and stopping edge of their box. And with that, the midfield then get a chance to drop in and make like a 5-6 across their defensive line. And Chelsea can only go so far when they make their run because they'll be caught offside. And so as we're pressing forward with the ball, we push forward into the final third or halfway inside their half, we look for a ball in behind. We haven't got one. We have to go wide. And when we do that, when we do go wide, it just stops. So Chelsea need to come up with a different option second half without question. We have to say that. Definitely need a different option second half. It's the sun gone in. It's gone a bit dark in here. I've got to say that. I might have to put my light on. But how are you all doing, people? Remember, this is an important game. Chelsea have got 2 games in hand, including this one on the Arsenal. We're 2 points behind us. We win this today, we go 5 points clear of them. We then face Man United on Thursday. Live match commentary here on the channel. Chelsea v Man United at Old Trafford. And to put the final dent in their season if we can beat them at Old Trafford. But Chelsea miss Reece James as a right wing back big time. We miss Ben Chilwell big time. We know that. But at the moment, it's not too bad. But we just get to the final third. We just got to do a little bit more. So, what do? Is it a chance for Lukaku and Hakim Ziyech? Maybe. Not so sure. Lukaku did nothing against the Arsenal. So, does Chelsea got to come up with something different? West Ham have come here to be tight. I wouldn't say they've come to play for a draw, Martin, but they've come to be tight, defensively solid, and they're dangerous on the counter-attack. They've got players that can hurt you. And they've still got the likes of Lanzini, Declan Rice and Antonio on the bench, don't forget. Chelsea got Lukaku, Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, so we're not exactly worse off. So it's just trying to open the door. If anything, Chelsea have had a couple of opportunities in this half where we're driving forward through in between their lines, top of the centre circle, inside their half. We take a touch, and then we look to make that pass, but we take that one more touch, and that's the problem. Maybe it's because we take the touch, look for a pass, and because of West Ham's high line, whoever's making that run has to stop and sort of go back out wide, and that's why the pass is not played. But Chelsea, the encouraging thing is we're playing good. We're playing better than we did against the Arsenal. We're playing sharp. Our passing's crisp. We're moving it about from side to side, and we've got in behind their midfield a few times. The only problem with that is at the moment there's no end product. We just need an end product and we'll win the game. So let's hope. Refreshment break, people. But how have you all been? 73 people watching. I've got 31 likes. Can you all smash the like button for me now? By doing so, it puts it out there for YouTube. Recognise, obviously, the content, the Chelsea content. It goes out to more Chelsea fans on YouTube who are probably stuck watching someone in a self-obsessed watch-along talking about themselves rather than the game itself. And put it out there to them. Smash the like button and put it out there. And by doing so, hope they can come along and be part of this community. Anyway, I'll be back in just a second. Just got to get a drink. I'm just literally going 5 foot that way. Told you I'll be back. It's literally just over there. So, yeah. So, people, just want to talk about the channel as well and just some situations as to why there's not been many videos at the moment. I work full-time for a living and I'm having to go back into the office. So, I leave home around 7 p.m. I don't get back till around 7 p.m. And when I get home, I'm trying to look after my little boy and put my little boy to bed and things like that. So by the time that's all finished, I have my dinner. It's about about 8 o'clock, 8:30. And by that point, I'm absolutely knackered and trying to get a video done is impossible. There's an exception on Thursday because obviously Thursday is Man United versus Chelsea, so I'll be back here with a live match commentary. But when I'm no longer required in the office, then hopefully within sort of lunch hours and stuff like that, I get time to do more videos on the channel. So thanks for sticking with us. I will be doing more videos when possible. I'm just watching the Sky coverage, the half-time coverage at the moment. It's focusing on Chelsea's centre-backs and giving the ball away early in the half, which is what we want to see, obviously. Azpi was caught. Chalobah was caught. We got away with Azpi's one. Chalobah got back in and made up for his mistake with the other one. So, you know, it's the norm for Sky and people like that. So for the big game this afternoon, which isn't a big game, it is for Everton but not for Liverpool. It's Liverpool-Everton in the Scouse derby, and they got Kevin Campbell in the studio and Graham Souness, Sourness, we should say. So they're showing some attacking play, and the little caption at the bottom is called "Wasteful Chelsea," and I actually say I've got to agree with them because we got opportunities to get the ball in behind, but we played the ball too slow. But to be fair, West Ham worked so hard without the ball to get back in numbers. Rhetorical, how are you, mate? Good to see you in Mezzy. Sky coverage and commentary is shocking. Obeng just passing left, right and backwards. This must change next season. Rhetorical Chelsea look drained, just like in the proverbial it. Some earlier comments. Jane, yeah, Chelsea doing okay. Martin, we need a goal, yeah, obviously. John, come on, Chelsea, need a bit more. Woodshed and Mrs. Hazard, I think we all do. Martin, needs to move it a bit quicker second half. Mezzy, Ross Barkley's having a long warm-up. Ross Barkley, is he still there? I know he is, but you know what I'm trying to say. Martin, are we all going out Christmas? We all going out. Louis, why does the fan base not critical of Tuchel with some of his decisions? I said in the beginning of the video, Louis, that Tuchel's been fantastic for Chelsea, but some of his team selections have been dodgy. Sometimes he doesn't make changes quick enough, and yeah, it's just. I mean, you've got to be critical. You do have to be critical of Tuchel at times because I said it earlier. Last season, this season, Chelsea have been given an opportunity to take advantage of take advantage of the situation with teams around us going for the top four who fail or drop points, and Chelsea got a massive opportunity to extend the gap, and we didn't. We kept buggering it up last year, just blowing chances, and we've done it this season again, and that's on Tuchel. So I understand what people are saying. You can't say anything about Graham Souness. He came through Liverpool's academy called Jamie Carragher. Chelsea Australia, we lose this game, we'll be in the mud big time. Possibly lose the top four. Cost us against Real. It did, Louis, it did. Sometimes find it hard to understand Tuchel sticking to his formations and when they don't seem to be working, or formulations exactly. I mean, what I will say about Tuchel is that he took the Arsenal game as an opportunity to listen to Romelu Lukaku, who keeps bleating about the fact he wants to play up front as an attacking two with someone like there with him. And the problem is, he did that. Lukaku did absolutely nothing. 1 minute we're battering Madrid, next we're losing to the Arsenal. No, I know. And where's that Southampton performance go? Exactly. Martin, how are you, mate? Come on, Chelsea, win. I need this win. My daughter-in-law is a West Ham fan. If we lose, she wants me to wear a West Ham shirt to our next family meal. My God. Deary me, I would never do that. Whew. Can't even do that, Martin. No chance. I'll go sick. That was me. Ooh. Anyway. We've still got 45 minutes to go. We've got options on the bench. We've got good options on the bench. But expect more of the same from West Ham. Chelsea, Australia. We got this point. No James, no Chelsea, no Rudy. Got all our defenders. Big problem. Injuries all over. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so you've got 3 of your starting 5 defenders out, injured. Reece James, Ben Chilwell, and Tony Rudiger. It's a big problem, I have to say. Dale believes it's going to be a 1-0. To be honest with you, I'll take any type of a 1-0. Off the back of someone's backside by accident, I'll take that. Off someone's ear, I'll take that. Mezzy, you're right. Problem with Tuchel is sometimes he needs to make changes sooner. He does. He does need to do that. He really does. I don't disagree with you at all. Anyway, we've seen games this season where Chelsea have been poor first half, great second half. Obviously, it's been the other way around as well. Let's be aware of it. Let's just say, or own up to that as well. Rhetorical, Rudiger's going. It's confirmed Rudiger's going end of the season. He can't afford to wait for Chelsea's new owners, apparently. There's reports that he's turned down or rejected Man United, who offered him £10 million a season, I think. He's turned them down out of respect for Chelsea, apparently. And he's going to go to Real Madrid, who are supported by the Bank of Spain. That's where they get all their money from. So anyway, Yeah, so Rudiger won't be at Chelsea next season. I saw a tweet saying cult hero. He's replaceable. Everyone's replaceable. I'll go out and go and get Delit from Juve if it was me. Go and grab hold of him. Anyway, so we're about to crack on with the second half. My clock's ready. Nobody's reminding me. Smash the like button. I need 16 more. 16 more for 50. Come on, smash it for me. Different second half, hopefully, says Len. Yeah, hopefully. Chelsea, Australia. We'll lose the game. We're in trouble. Possibly even lose to the top four. Man United are worse, but we play them. They'll become prime Barcelona. No, yeah. Yeah. They're woeful, Man U, honestly. Really bad. Really bad. Thanks, Jane. Appreciate it. So, second half. I'm seeing footage of Liverpool women who have won the women's championship. Don't know why. Honestly. Women's Super League. Chelsea are on Thursday against Tottenham, the same day, obviously, that we take on Man U. And then next Sunday, Birmingham, Chelsea, 6:30. Right, come on. Let's kick on, second half. Tuchel's out. Gillet's back on. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually... it's just a... it's a little... montage of his reactions during the first half. He's frustrated at one point. Threw his pad on the floor. So, come on, Chelsea. Are they going to make any changes? Let's have a look at social media. Any changes at half time? Let's look at the other scores, actually. There's other games being played, isn't there? Let's have a look. So, Brighton 2, Southampton 1 at half time. James Ward-Prowse got the goal back for Southampton. Burnley 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. I believe. Does that push Everton down into the bottom three? Anyway, Chelsea are out second half. Let's see if there's any changes. Tuchel's getting some intense advice from one of his assistants. Let's have a look. West Ham out for the second half. Looks like no changes for them. Chelsea now come out. Is there any changes from Chelsea? Saul Niguez is sitting on the bench already by himself, arms folded. Doesn't look like there's any changes at all to Chelsea's formation or lineup at the moment. Let's have a look. Tuchel's having words with one of his players on the bench. Talk to him about something. Anyway, no changes. Chelsea about to kick off. Kicking towards the Matthew Harding. Second half. Werner's going to kick off. Everyone's on the pitch. Ready to go again. Come on, Chelsea. Big 45 minutes. You've got to win this half. You've got to win this game. Werner. Back to Jorginho. Left-hand side is Azpi. Up the line. Left-footed. Looking for a long ball over the top. Trying to find Timo Werner. Made a run in between two defenders, but as the ball bounced, he couldn't control it. It's gone through to Fabianski, and it's a goal. Well, he's got his hands by the penalty spot. Taking his time. He's holding on to it for as long as possible. Now drops it to his feet, and now launches it high. Up towards our left-hand side. Alonso wins the first header. Kante wins second ball. Mason Mount crowded out of it, and West Ham get it away. Masuaku up against Loftus-Cheek. Plays up the line, Fornals. It's Ben Rama up against Chalobah. Wide left, inside of our half, goes beyond Chalobah, gets towards the byline, back onto his right foot, and Chalobah does well to hold him up. Masuaku. Loftus-Cheek steps in, wins it off the both of them and finds, unlucky. Thought Chalobah make a runner beyond him. Plays up the line, Mark Noble up against Kai Havertz. Havertz holds him off. And Cresswell plays it off of Havertz. It's a West Ham throw-in, halfway inside of our half. Tuchel still in discussions, deep discussions with his assistants. West Ham throwing, halfway inside of our half. Left-hand side, Masuaku to take it. Goes short to Fornals, gets it back. Benrahma looking for a first-time ball inside. Jorginho does well to win it. Now Aspi comes away with it. Up to halfway, Werner tries to lay it off to Ngolo Kante, but plays it behind him. But then they try and play a first-time ball into Yarmolenko, loses flight of the ball. Chelsea get it away. Alonso, Jorginho, Aspi. West Ham pushed up. Not pressing. Aspi can play it left-hand side to Mason Mount, who's dropped deep to get involved. Halfway line. Goes back to Aspi. Back to Thiago Silva. Bottom of the centre circle, Thiago Silva now. One more is Chalobah to his right, over halfway. Finds Loftus-Cheek. Back to Chalobah. Got to go back to Mendy, and he does. West Ham pressing. As soon as that ball goes up to halfway, they're pressing, and it's going backwards. I'll put my light on in a minute. Thiago Silva. Left-hand side is Azpilicueta. One more out is Mason Mount. Mount now. Back to Azpilicueta. Centre circle. Kante. Loftus-Cheek in the channel. Good ball to Mason Mount. Tries to find Kai Havertz first time. Unlucky. Played it out to the right-hand side. Too quick beyond him. Out of play for a West Ham throw-in. Hold on. Stick my light on. Anyway. West Ham throw-in. Cresswell. Goes short to Masuaku. Shut down by Kai Havertz. Plays it off for Havertz and goes out of play for a West Ham throw-in. Right, Cresswell with a throw-in. Level his own penalty box. Tried to pinch a yard or two. The linesman told him to stay there. Goes short to Ziyech, who tries to get his clearance. He gets it all mixed up. But West Ham win it back and come away with it. Masuaku. Kante trying to drive to shut him down. He finds Benrahma. One more wide right now. Mark Noble. Oh, this is Sufal, sorry. Sufal. 25 yards from our goal line. Chelsea defensive shape is good. 7 players behind the ball. Forcing West Ham wide. Yarmolenko. Has to go back to Mark Noble. Halfway inside of our half. Right wing. Gives it away to Mason Mount, who tries to flick it. Timo Werner. They win it back, West Ham. High inside of our half. Yarmolenko. Held up by Aspi. Does well, Azpilicueta. He forces him wide and then kicks it off of him, and it's a Chelsea throw-in. Alonso's going to take it. Takes it short. Oh, my God. Alonso takes the throw-in short to N'Golo Kante, who just kicks it straight out of play. I mean, Alonso wasn't even there. Deary me. West Ham's throwing. Edge of our box, Chelsea get it away. Up to Werner. Holds off a challenger. Finds Alonso and does well with it. Alonso tries to flick it forward to Werner, but he's shut off again by Johnson. He's playing well, Johnson at the back for West Ham. Comes to the left-hand side to Cresswell. Shut down by Havertz. Chelsea pressing high. Masuaku. Loftus-Cheek's all over him and won it back off him. Well done, Loftus-Cheek on the halfway line. Chalobah back to Loftus-Cheek. Inside's Jorginho. Thiago Silva's been shut down. He's got to get rid of it. And he does to Loftus-Cheek. Halfway inside of our half now. Loftus-Cheek. Nice and simple. West Ham pushing. Pressing high. And it's come out to the left-hand side to Azpilicueta. Aspi holds up the ball. One left is Mason Mount. Brought down by Mark Noble. It's gone out of play for Chelsea throw-in. Now seeing Sebastian Coe in the stadium. In the stands. Let's get on with the game. I don't want to see who's in the bloody stands, for God's sake. No Bruce Buck sitting there. Let's get on with the coverage of the game, for God's sake. Chelsea possession's got up left wing. They clear it away for Chelsea throwing high on the left-hand side with Alonso. Now seeing Marina Granovskaya sitting next to Petr Cech. Chelsea play it to Kai Havertz. Up to the edge of the box. Flick forward to Mason Mount. Tries to make something of it. Half cleared by West Ham to Alonso. Out to Werner, who drifts out to that left corner. It's actually Mason Mount. What a ball that is from Mason Mount. plays a great ball from the left corner of the box on his right foot towards the back post. The problem is, as the ball goes into Mason Mount, and he takes a touch with his right foot, drags it out of his feet, Kai Havertz goes towards near post. Loftus-Cheek's not alert to it or alive, and it goes just out of play for a goal kick. But what a ball from Mount. If someone's at the back post, they got a tap in. West Ham give the ball away to Chelsea on halfway. Alonso finds Kante. Kante driving forward. Out to Alonso. Edge of the box, finds Mason Mount. Left corner of the penalty box. Drives towards the byline. Held up. Gets across it again towards the back post. This time Loftus-Cheek makes the challenge. Werner with a volley. Dawson threw himself at his body and he blocked it. And now West Ham get the ball away. Great defending from Dawson. Comes out to Chalobah. Driving forward, right of centre. 30 yards out. Drills a shot. But pulls it to Werner. And Werner's shot is deflected away. And West Ham get the ball away again. But Chelsea are finding some good space. Thiago Silva steps in the halfway to win a header. Forces West Ham backwards. Loftus-Cheek's done well to win it back again off Cresswell, right hand side. Silva high in West Ham's half. Edge of the box, right wing now. Loftus-Cheek back inside. Inside to Havertz, who's going out to the edge of the box. Cross comes in, back post, nobody there. Tuchel heads it only as far as Kante. Avoids Noble, drives into the box, but Noble with a good challenge to be fair on the edge of the box. Holds him up, and Cresswell gets it away to Ben Rama. Great touch on the byline, but Loftus-Cheek again wins it off of him. Kai Havertz, well done Loftus-Cheek. Silva, edge of the box, just outside of it is Mason Mount. Forced back by two West Ham players. Jorginho into the right corner of the box. Kante up the line, byline. Loftus-Cheek pulls it back. 5 West Ham players around the 6-yard box, get it away. Only as far as Alonso. Has to hold up possession and go back to Thiago Silva. Looks for a ball to the back post. Can't find it. Ziyech heads it up in the air, away by Masuaku. Jorginho and Thiago Silva lose possession, and West Ham with Ben Rama trying to play a ball over the top. Can't do it to Yarmolenko. Aspi wins it. Finds Mason Mount. Left channel. Driving forward to the edge of the box. Outside of him is Werner. Left corner box. Shoots low down. Blocked away by Dawson. Chelsea doing well. This opening 8 minutes has been good. Probing. West Ham defending for their lives at the minute. Throwing goes back to Thiago Silva halfway line. Launches one high to the right hand side to Loftus-Cheek. He's not going to make it. And he goes out of play for a West Ham goal kick. Dawson with 2 big blocks in that period of play. It was Dawson who threw his body at the line, at the ball. Werner, brilliant from Chels for Mason Mount. He lifts it to the back post. Right corner of the 6-yard box, back post. Loftus-Cheek beats Masuaku, heads it down to Werner, who's about 8-10 yards out. On the volley, it's travelling. It's going to go into the corner. Dawson comes out and just throws himself at the ball. And it hits him and goes away. West Ham playing it high to try and move inside of our half. Chelsea half clear it, but Noble wins it. Goes back to Dawson. Halfway inside his own half, and he plays it wide right to Johnson. Tuchel, halfway line, well, his own byline, I should say. Chelsea working well and forcing them backwards towards the edge of their own box. Johnson back to Fabianski. Left hand side of his box is Tuchel, who drives forward. It's actually Cresswell who's dropped in. Up over halfway, finds Ben Rama, takes a touch away from a challenge and finds Fornals. West Ham have got 2 runners. He ignores them, holds up possession. Asking for a ball to the right hand side, but hasn't got one. Dawson finds Ben Rama, back to goal, halfway inside of our half. Back to Dawson, to Cresswell, back to Dawson. Halfway line. Chelsea backed off. Now they find Ben Rama in the left-hand channel. Into feet of Masuaku. Out to Cresswell. Ziyech is warming up. Ben Rama to Noble. Wide right in place in front of him is Fornals. One more on the right-hand side. Tuchel. Back to Fornals. Kante comes out to him. Right wing. Excuse me. Tuchel shut down by Alonso. Goes back to Johnson, who's got Werner all over him. And Johnson does well to play up the line. Got a man in behind. And it's Yarmolenko. Turns away from the challenge. Edge of the box. Shot by Ziyech is deflected away by Thiago Silva. And then Chalobah gets it away. West Ham come forward again. Cresswell, edge of the box. Crosses towards the back post. Easy for Mendy. Just falls on it. Looking for an early ball out and he's got one. Rolls it out to Alonso. Shut down by Fornals. And has to just hold him up on the byline. Alonso go back towards his own box. Does well. Finds azpilicueta. Plays a good ball into Kante, who drops deep and says, give me the ball. Gives it to him. Wide right of him is Loftus-Cheek. Halfway inside of our half. Moves from right inside to centre. Gives it to Thiago Silva. 10 yards to his left is Azpi. Jorginho saying, give it back to him. And he does. Thiago Silva. Bottom of the centre circle. West Ham are literally in a defensive shape. Defending their own half. We find Loftus-Cheek. Good ball to flick it away from the challenge Masuaku to Havertz on the byline. He comes inside and finds Kante. 20 yards from goal. On the D, Kante shoots deflected. Deary me. I thought it was in. Fabianski was already on the deck, but he managed to sit up and collect the ball. I thought it was in. Kante, good play from Chelsea. Little flick pass from Loftus-Cheek around Masuaku. Finds Havertz. Comes inside and finds Kante, who drives towards the edge of the D. The shot opens up. He's driving. He's actually drilled the ball to the bottom, the far post. Fabianski was already on his way. But the deflection, Fabianski sort of stops and then just sits up and catches the ball. He's literally kneeling down and he caught it. Anyway, the coverage of a replay goes to Ben Rama, left-hand side of our penalty box. Falls back out to Masuaku, back to Cresswell. Left-hand side, ball up the line. Look at Yarmolenko. He's got to be offside. And he is. He's miles offside. And he is. I'm looking at Stuart Pearce, who's West Ham's first team coach, high in the stands, filming the game and talking to the bench with what they're seeing. Anyway, comes out to the left-hand side. Azpilicueta, halfway inside their half. He's got options in the middle, but goes wide left to Alonso on the byline. Mason Mount drops in deep, close to him to give him the ball. He does, little 1-2, gets it back Mount, and now finds Chalobah in that position where he scored from before. He shoots, forces a good save from Fabianski, who punches it away, and it rolls out for a throw-in at Chelsea, about 3 yards from the corner flag. The goal Chalobah scored earlier in the season, same position, shoots towards the near post this time, catches it brilliantly well. Fabianski with a good save. Chelsea possession breaks down the edge of the box after looking at the replay 87 times. West Ham tried to get it away. Blocked off. But then Thiago Silva, they block it off and then Chelsea try and play it forward. They win it. They play it down the wing. But Thiago Silva beats Ben Rama to the ball. Anyway, Southampton 2. Brighton 2, Southampton 2. Ward-Prowse again. Kante, Loftus-Cheek, Chalobah, lack of communication. Kante plays it straight out of play in front of David Moyes on halfway. Come on, Chelsea, step up. West Ham are making a change. Not sure who it is. Might be Antonio, to be fair. It's not. It's Declan Rice coming on. Tuchel's up off his bench, doing this to the Chelsea team. Saying to them, expansive, make the pitch big. Anyway, something's happened here. I think Ben Rama's offside. Chelsea free kick taken short to Mendy. Gets it back from Thiago Silva. West Ham inside of our half, but now backing off towards the halfway as Silva comes forward. Bottom of the centre circle. Chalobah gets the ball off him. Outside of him is Loftus-Cheek. Back to Chalobah. Back to Thiago Silva. Silva to Kante. Back to Silva again. West Ham backed off. Wide right is Chalobah. Gives it to Loftus-Cheek. Forced inside to Kante. Kante goes wide left to Azpi. Inside of our half now to go forward. Alonso back into Silva. Chelsea asking for, trying to move West Ham about to create the space. Mason Mount's hugging the byline. Now he comes inside and Alonso goes out. But we go inside Jorginho, halfway inside their half. Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho passed the ball to him, tells him to get forward. Into Havertz's feet, edge of the box, goes straight back out to Loftus-Cheek. Back inside to Thiago Silva. Wide left is Azpi. Left to centre. Cross comes into the back post, over hits it, straight out of play. It's poor from Chelsea. Final third is poor. I have to say that. And with that, Mark Noble's coming off and Declan Rice is coming on. Noble doesn't look best pleased. But who cares? Chelsea got Pulisic, Ziyech and Lukaku warming up. So Declan Rice comes on. Middle of midfield. Replaces Mark Noble. Puts himself in the shop window for Chelsea's new prospective owners. Take the goal kick short. Dawson gives it to Fabianski and he launches it up over halfway. Alonso wins a big header. Mount up against Sufal. Throws gone West Ham's way. Halfway side, or 5 yards inside their own half. They take it short. Chelsea win it back with Azpi. Alonso holds up the challenge off of Tuchel. Forced inside to Thiago Silva. No panic. Back out to Alonso. Gives it away. Fornals finds Declan Rice halfway side of our half now. Burnley 1, Wolves 0. Declan Rice collects it. Just inside his own our half, sorry. Goes square. Johnson back to Dawson. Burnley out the bottom three with that. With Norwich, Watford and Everton. Everton now sucked inside the bottom three and they play Liverpool after this. Lampard at Liverpool today. They lose that game, they're in trouble. Anyway. David Moyes has gone loopy at somebody. They give away possession and it's Chelsea's got a throw in deep inside of our own half. About 25 yards to the byline. Aspie's nicked about another 10 and takes the throw in up the line. Werner flicks it down to Havertz up against Declan Rice. Rice falls over. The referee's bought it and said Kai Havertz fouled him. He didn't. Declan Rice and Havertz were 50-50. Rice fell down on the ball. Havertz, it was no foul. Anyway, West Ham take the free kick short. Out to Cresswell. Second ball. Finds Masuaku on the byline. Deep inside of our half. We're holding them back. We're holding them up at the minute. Chelsea's defensive shape is good. Cresswell's had to go back to Dawson. Cresswell. Top of the centre circle now is Fornals. Goes back inside his own half to Dawson. Cresswell on the halfway line. Chelsea pushing out as a unit, which is good to see. And they're halfway inside their own half now, West Ham. Now they find a ball in between the lines to Cresswell. Ball over the top. Yarmolenko's offside again. Doesn't bother. Lets it go through. Yarmolenko's making a run and he's not getting it played on his first time run. It's about 5 minutes after he made it. That's why he's getting caught offside. But it's good for us. Anyway, we take it quickly. Azpi out to Mason Mount. Drops in to collect the ball. Forced backwards to Azpi. Thiago Silva. Tuchel's got to change it. Got to make 3 changes. I'll bring on Lukaku, Ziyech and Pulisic if it was me. Just to try and change things up a bit. Go 2 up front. Thiago Silva, bottom of the centre circle. Collects it. Gives it to azpilicueta. Mason Mount. Back inside Thiago Silva. West Ham defend their own half at the minute. Wide right now, Chalobah. Inside their half. Driving forward. Trying to find Havertz on the edge of the box, but can only find the ball to Cresswell. Declan Rice collects the ball from Cresswell. Goes back inside Masuaku. Cresswell shut down by Havertz. Well done. Tries to clear it. Havertz blocks it away. It's a West Ham throw-in. Level their own penalty box, left-hand side. There's players warming up. I can't see any signs of changes yet. Chelsea need to change it big time. Need to mix things up a little bit. It's too easy for West Ham to deal with at the moment. Cresswell takes the throw-in. Asking for an option up the line. He hasn't got one. Now Yarmolenko comes across. Loftus-Cheek blocks him off. Now the referee's now having a go at him. Or he's telling him. He's talking to him about time wasting. He's made note at the time as well, the referee, which is good to add on. Now he goes up the line to Yarmolenko, who just volleys it forward. Alonso brings it down. Flicks it out to Jorginho. Takes a great touch around two players. Well done. Alonso, 25 yards from goal, left side of centre. Shoots, deflected or blocked. Finds Fornals driving forward on the right-hand side. Over halfway. Got two runners, Benrahma and Yarmolenko. Chelsea block them off. They decide to hold up possession. Ziyech, Fornals, got a runner inside. Well done, Chelsea. Chelsea do really well. Fornals comes back inside and under challenge of Jorginho. He tries to play it in between the lines. Chelsea block off Yarmolenko. Goes through to Mendy. We come out with possession. Up to halfway. Right-hand side of centre. Havertz. Allowed to move forward. Halfway inside their half now. Out to Loftus-Cheek. Kante. Little 5-yard give and go. Got blocked off. Backwards to Chalobah. Thiago Silva allowed to drive forward towards the edge of the penalty box. Silva evades a challenge or two. Shot deflected away. I think it's hit the back of Timo Werner and goes off for a goal kick. It has. It's unlucky. Werner tried to make a run away, take the defender away, so it opens up for Silva, and Silva's shot hit him. Yeah, it does. See, Werner drifts off in between two defenders in the middle, and then he tries to go the other way. And as Thiago Silva's shot beat the defenders, it would have been on goal, but it's hit Timo Werner and goes off. Werner's not been in it second half. I've got to say that. Anyway, Fabianski launched it high. Azpilicueta lets it go over his head. Alonso takes a touch and back to Mendy. Under pressure, Mendy shanks his clearance, but West Ham don't make anything of it. Comes out to Thiago Silva, who just whacks it out of play, then turns to Mendy and gives him what for, Thiago Silva. Anyway, West Ham's throw-in's been... Loftus-Cheek stepped in front of Fornals, goes out of play for another West Ham throw-in. Level the edge of our box this time. We've got to do much more, Chelsea. They're poor in the final third. They give it away. Kante, deep inside of our half, up to Werner, holding the ball up, back to Alonso. Ball over the top, looking for the runner. Kai Havertz in behind, but West Ham defend it well with Ziyech, who's defending. But well done, Werner. He shut it down. And Kai Havertz, edge of the box. They get the ball away, but it's been brought down, but he's offside. It's been offside. Right, change it. You've got 22 minutes to go, Tuchel. Change it. Ball over the top. And when Timo Werner won the ball, he shut down. They get the ball away. They head it away. And then Werner's all over Masuaku. And as Werner blocks the clearance, Kai Havertz in the offside position. Anyway, West Ham work it out to the right-hand side and play a ball up the line. Yarmolenko, no flag's gone up yet. Right side of our penalty box, shoots towards the near post. Mendy blocks it twice, and now the linesman gives an offside, but the referee says play on. Mason Mount, halfway side of our half, collects it, moves out towards the right-hand side and gives it Loftus-Cheek halfway line. Loftus-Cheek, he's got Werner in the middle. He's got Mount to his right and gives it to Mason Mount. 20 yards from goal. Asking Loftus-Cheek to go outside of him, and he does. Loftus-Cheek's in. Flicks it back inside to Mount. Mount shoots on the volley. Deflected away. Werner tries to get it around the defender to get it out of his feet. Shoots and hits the side netting. Unlucky. Unlucky. West Ham are blocking everything at the minute. Dawson's outstanding for West Ham. We work the position brilliantly well. Loftus-Cheek goes round Mason Mount on the corner of the penalty box. He gives it to him, and then Mount moves away, and he flicks it back to Mason Mount. It's actually deflected up in the air to him. Mount watches it down, and he volleys it towards the back post, and it's Dawson who blocks it the first time. And then Timo Werner comes out, but as he tries to get around Dawson, who's on the floor, moving on his arse, basically, he sort of drifts out too far to the right-hand side. He can't get his ankle around the ball, and he hits the side netting. Come on, Chelsea, step it up this last 20. Silva does well, deep in Chelsea's after with possession. Jorginho, left-hand side. Mason Mount, left corner of the penalty box. Driving towards the byline. Inside to Alonso. God, Alonso's on his right foot. Edge of the 6-yard box, near post. He side foots it away from goal. It's coming. The goal's coming. West Ham get it away. Only as far as Jorginho. Flicks it inside to Chalobah. Back inside Jorginho, halfway inside their half. West Ham backing off to the edge of their own box. Wide right is Loftus-Cheek. He's got Havertz on the overlap inside of him. Kante, Havertz edge of the box left-hand side. Looking for a ball. He's got no option. Jorginho steps forward and says, give it to me. One more out is of Kante, driving forward from the byline. Inside, back out Jorginho. Loftus-Cheek onto his left foot, edge of the box, digs it to the back post. Alonso wins the header over the bar. Unlucky. Unlucky. It is coming. It's coming. Oh, honestly, it's coming. Hold on. Just watching replays here of possession. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just watching replays here. Great save from Mendy at the near post. Twice from Yarmolenko. He done really well, Mendy. Big chance, but Yarmolenko's off. He's off and Bowen's on. We'll remember him from the first game. Anyway, Chelsea possession deep inside of our half. Alonso finds Jorginho. Jorginho finds N'Golo Kante. Shut down. He has to go one more wide to Chalobah. Chalobah out to Loftus-Cheek. Halfway inside their half now. Driving forward. Inside is N'Golo Kante. Turns away from two challenges. Finds Loftus-Cheek, who's coming from that right inside to the middle. Mason Mount left to centre. Shoots. Shot deflected away by Dawson. Out for a corner. Honestly, they got Dawson from West Brom, didn't they? What a defender he is. He's having an outstanding game, Dawson. If he weren't there, they'd be struggling. He's blocking everything. He's clearing everything. He's deflecting things away with his head. Chelsea corner. 17 minutes to go. Alonso's there and Mason Mount, which is really weird. Who's going to take it? Mason Mount, right foot in swing, near post. Havertz can't get there. They half clear it. Out to Mount. Able to bring it down. Alonso. Cross comes in, penalty spot. Half cleared. Werner. Oh my God, what a save from Fabianski. The ball's half cleared. It bounces down and Timo Werner. Scissor kick from literally 12 yards. And Fabianski dives to his right and catches it. It's not. It's about 8 yards out. Werner. He spins on the volley. He does slice it. He doesn't strike it clean. Unlucky. Unlucky, but Fabianski saves it. Dawson out to right-hand side to Fornals. Ziyech out to Kufau. Kufau to Jorginho. Back to Thiago Silva. Well done. Under pressure. Back to Edouard Mendy. Fornals gone down again. Referee said play on. Ziyech tells him to get up. Says get up. Thiago Silva now. Chalobah. Loftus-Cheek. Finds Chalobah. Well done. Chalobah's got some space to run into, and he does. Outside of him is Havertz driving forward right inside the penalty box. Havertz flicks it back inside to Werner, but he's been blocked off by Johnson, and they get the ball away, West Ham. Declan Rice up to Ben Rama, who's challenged by Loftus-Cheek. Dives. Referee says play on. Does well. Finds Jorginho. Jorginho. Loftus-Cheek. Right inside the penalty box. Step over. Trying to beat the defender. Finds Kante. Shot. Blocked straight at Cresswell's feet, who's a yard in front of him. And it goes out of play for a Chelsea throw in again. Come on. The goals come in. 3 Chelsea changes. The 3 I spoke about, all being made at once. Loftus-Cheek's coming off. Hakim Ziyech's coming on. Lukaku's coming on. Christian Pulisic's coming on for Timo Werner. Loftus-Cheek's off. Werner's off for Ziyech and Pulisic. And Lukaku's coming on. Who's he coming on for? I'm not sure. Havertz has gone off. Is it 10 minutes too late? Anyway, changes are made. 15 to go. Ziyech playing the right wing back. Or is it Pulisic? Let's have a look. Lukaku leading the line. Get a goal, Lukaku. Anyway, West Ham just blast the ball clear to Mendy. Gives it to Thiago Silva, 10 yards from inside their half. Pulisic, Ziyech playing wide right. Pulisic, right of centre. Towards the edge of the box, holds it up, goes back inside Chalobah. Wide right is Ziyech. Pulisic gives him a hand and comes out and helps him. Collects the ball. Busy already, Pulisic. Jorginho halfway inside their half. Dead centre. West Ham, everyone behind the ball. Azpi, wide left is Alonso. Inside Kante. Tries to turn away from a challenge but plays the ball straight into another challenge. They half clear it. Silva finds Chalobah. Wide right, Hakim Ziyech. Inside is Jorginho. Kante drops in, says, give me the ball. Gives it to him. Back to Silva, though, because West Ham defensively shape is good. Chelsea trying to play around it, trying to move it around. Silva, Chalobah. Wide right, Ziyech, halfway side their half. Give a go with Pulisic. Ziyech trying to find a ball in behind to Lukaku. Good ball from Jorginho. Alonso, Mason Mount, edge of the box, shoots, right-footed. He's just outside of the D as he collects the ball. When he comes back inside on his right foot, he's sort of his eyes open and he shoots, trying to curl it, but over the bar 5 yards. Unlucky. I don't know, Woodshadow, because I haven't got the sound on. But Lanzini's coming on now for West Ham, for Ben Rama. He's indicating to his teammates he's 4-3-3 for West Ham. They're going to attack this game. So Fabianski's goal kick launches it only to, well, over halfway. Alonso's underneath it. Doesn't win it. Bowen collects it. Fornals takes over. Plays it out to the right-hand side. Sufal looking for a cross towards the back post. Well done. Chalobah gets it away, but honestly, it got the edge of the box. Ziyech tries to take a touch and he gives the ball away. Declan Rice wins it off for Lukaku. Lukaku's battling away with him. Can't win it. And they play it forward, West Ham, but play it out of play. It's down by the corner flag. It's going to roll out of play for a Chelsea goal kick. At least Lukaku was battling anyway. Chelsea take it quick. Chalobah, Ziyech, back to Chalobah. Ziyech's playing right wing back. Play Pulisic there and put Ziyech in the hole. Just get some space and play that ball. Jorginho over halfway. Pulisic comes inside. Kante moves towards the right. Left-hand side is Mason Mount in the channel. He collects it. Overlap. Azpi holds it up. Back to Mount. Alonso's inside. Gives it to him. Loose touch, but well done, Alonso. Flicks it away. Jorginho. Chalobah halfway inside their half. Right wing. Ziyech takes a touch. Left foot. Looks for an option. Hasn't got it. Now works some space. Goes to the back post. Great ball to the back post. Lukaku went to the penalty spot. Straight out of play for a West Ham goal kick. Come on. Tuchel and his assistants are still deep in conversation here. Fabianski, long goal kick. Alonso wins it on halfway. Jorginho held up by Sufal, but Kante comes away with the ball. Moves out to left-hand side. Mason Mount, level the edge of the box. Left-hand side, back inside Kante. Tries to play a ball in, and he does. Finds Alonso, trying to find Mason Mount. But he flicks it up the line, but Declan Rice reads it, comes across, and just blocks off Mason Mount. Out for a West Ham goal kick. They could just see it. You could see the way it was going to build and what we were trying to do. When Alonso comes off the byline and comes inside, it's just, he's got to stay out wide and let Mason Mount come inside. Fabianski, take this time, launches it forward again. Alonso underneath it. Doesn't win the header against Ziyech. Referee says play on. West Ham launch it up over halfway again. Thiago Silva, big header up in the air. Alonso goes up and gives a free kick away. You're joking me. Alonso went up for a header, but he went up like about a second or two early, wins the header, and he's above Ziyech. And obviously, he comes down on Ziyech and it's on the top of the head. Ziyech goes down. Declan Rice is fuming, grabbing Alonso by his shirt. Well, to be fair, Alonso jumps over him but catches him on the top of the head with his elbow. But it's not one of them. It's just to place his elbow with his leverage. But referee give him a free kick and booked Alonso. West Ham's got a free kick just short of halfway inside of our half. Lanzini's over it, right hand side. Chelsea holding a high defensive line, 10 yards away from our box. They play it out wide left, but Dawson has just brought down Mason Mount outside the box, and Mason Mount's still on him. As Dawson tried to make a run, Mount stood still. He runs straight into him. Referee give a free kick. Chelsea take it short. Chalobah. Tuchel's up, indicating something to somebody. Anyway, Jorginho, bottom of the centre circle. Wide right, Chalobah. West Ham backing off again. Chalobah. Inside Jorginho. Halfway line. Back out to Chalobah. Collects it. Pulisic comes across. Gives him an option to pass it into. Finds Ziyech. Kante. Oh, God. Kante collects it. 5 yards outside the box. He goes from the right-hand side of the penalty box outside. Towards the middle. Lukaku's pinned the centre half. He flicks it to where Lukaku, he thinks, is going to make a run outside. Lukaku stands still. Goes for Fabianski. You'll give Lukaku the ball to his feet. Otherwise, no point. Anyway, Chelsea one possession back, and over halfway is Mason Mount driving forward. Wide right centre, Ziyech collects it on that left foot, looking for a ball. Outside of him is azpilicueta. Azpi's cross towards the penalty spot. Lukaku bends down trying to get a header towards goal. And his header's blocked off by Dawson, and it goes out for a corner. Azpi switched with Chalobah to the right-hand side. Now, Lukaku heads it towards goal, to be fair. He's actually had to bend down, sort of chest height to head it, and he does. And it's off the chest to Dawson for a corner. Cross comes in, headed away underneath the near post. Then they get the ball away, second time of asking. Kante, forced backwards by Lanzini, all the way back to Mendy. Mendy launched it high to left-hand side. Thiago Silva heads it forward. Lukaku trying to turn a defender. It's been pulled back, and it's a penalty to Chelsea. Lukaku was in. He turned Dawson. Lukaku. He spun Dawson, and he was in on goal, and Dawson pulls him back. Come on! Penalty to Chelsea. Thiago Silva stayed forward. As the ball's played up to Silva, he heads it from the left side of centre position, about 30 yards out, and he heads it to his left-hand side, towards the middle. Lukaku spins Dawson. Dawson pulls him on the edge of the box, and he's, just inside the box. He's claiming he didn't do it. He's pulled him back. Lukaku goes down. Is it VAR looking at it? Lukaku's having a chat to Pulisic and Ziyech, saying, look, this is what we've got to do. Dawson's been booked. That's a goal scored opportunity. Should be red carded for that. Should be. VAR's looking at it. Oh, yeah, possible red card. It is a red card. He's got to be sent off for that. He has to be. Thiago Silva's header. Oh, the referee's been asked to look at the screen. Thiago Silva's header's great because as he heads it, he sort of launches himself, Silva, at the ball with his back to goal, and his neck muscles, and the ball bounces outside the box and then into the box. Lukaku lets it run across his body, spins Dawson, and Dawson's caught the wrong side. And he's got to be sent off for it. He has to be. He pulls him back. The referee's looking at the screen at the side of the pitch. And the referee walks over, gets out the yellow card from his pocket, says to Dawson, yellow card is rescinded. Yes, you're off. Red card. Straight red for Dawson, and it should be. Brilliant from Lukaku. Dawson, to his credit, Dawson's been outstanding for West Ham the whole game. That's the one mistake he's made. He got caught the wrong side. Lukaku actually used his body and his physique for once to spin the defender and turn them. And Dawson got caught the wrong side. Lukaku was in. And literally, he's done the old, as he spins, he's done the old put his arm back with his arms by his side, but grab hold of his arm and put him back. And he's done it. And he's gone. So, Chelsea penalty. Jorginho up against Fabianski. 4 minutes from time. Jorginho score. Steps up. Fabianski saves it. Jorginho skips and just plays it feebly to Fabianski's right. And it's that bad, Fabianski just falls on the ball. It's easy for Fabianski. He does the skip. Fabianski just literally goes to dive to his right, but the ball is a foot to the right-hand side of Fabianski's feet. And all he does is, rather than dive full stretch, he just adjusts his dive and just falls on the ball. Big opportunity for Chelsea, and Jorginho's fluffed it. West Ham down to 10 men. Like the Alamo now. That's got to be at least 2 minutes, that whole thing. It's going to be about 5 minutes added on here. We got 3 minutes plus injury time to go. Chelsea possession. Thiago Silva. Wide right now is Azpi. Playing on the right-hand side of centre. Chel's gone to the left-hand side. Kante finds Pulisic. Goes backwards, then stops and goes out to the right-hand side. Hakim Ziyech driving forward. Comes inside. Edge of the box. Left foot shot. Deflected away. It isn't. It goes like a dart, but there's no curl on it. And it goes straight. And it's 2 yards wide. Just watching Jorginho here, and he's just cursing himself at the minute. Tuchel's obviously not happy, as you can imagine. His penalty's so bad. So bad. Honestly, when you see it, he normally puts it in a corner. He put it straight, almost sort of dead centre. Just to the right, the left of centre. Fabianski's right, and he just fell on it. Anyway, West Ham are pressing Chelsea high inside of our half and Bowen by the corner flag now. Up against Azpi. Plays it off of azpilicueta. West Ham throwing by the corner flag. Oh, honestly, I keep saying it. Under Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea have had numerous times in games take advantage of other teams dropping points, and they don't do it. I don't understand why it happens. Honestly. There's still time. West Ham is throwing. Bowen's holding off Azpi and Ziyech. Ziyech's come away with the ball. It looked like he went off. And now he finds Pulisic on the right wing. Plays the ball high, looking for Lukaku. Declan Rice just now playing as a centre-half. Holds off Lukaku. West Ham get the ball away high. Looking for Jarrod Bowen. He's playing as a lone striker. Kante collects it from Silva's header clearance, and Chelsea breaking forward. Left-hand side of centres, Mason Mount high. Driving forward. Alonso's down the line, left-hand side. Cross comes in towards the penalty spot. Pulisic scores! Come on! Go! Get in there. Christian Pulisic. What a move from Chelsea. Outstanding from Chelsea. Come on. Brilliant play. Down the left-hand side. West Ham playing the ball forward, looking for Bowen over the top. Thiago Silva heads the ball down. He heads it away. And the ball goes out to the left-hand side. And it goes out and they play it forward. Chelsea play it forward on the left-hand side to Mason Mount. He collects it on halfway and he drives forward. He's got Alonso 10 yards outside of him on the left-hand side. Mount gets about 20 yards from goal. He plays it to Alonso, who looks up. And he plays the pass 5 yards from the byline. He looks up and he plays it towards the penalty spot. West Ham's defence and midfield, there's a little space in between everyone. And Christian Pulisic comes in from the right-hand side. He strikes it on the penalty spot as he's about to be clattered by Declan Rice. He strikes it left-footed into the bottom corner. Fabianski's beaten. And it's a great goal from Chelsea. Come on! Brilliant goal. Just what we needed. And now we're coming forward again. Pulisic over halfway, driving forward as Ziyech was fouled. But then he's looking up, trying to find Lukaku. He makes a run out to the right-hand side. But win it back, Kante, Lukaku, right-hand side of the penalty box. Tries to find a pass back right-footed, but he's left-footed. He wins it back. Mason Mount's going to shoot from distance, just over the bar, Mason Mount. Great shot. Unlucky. As Ziyech was found on halfway. Referee says play on because Pulisic come away with it. He drives into towards the edge of the middle of the penalty box. Lukaku goes out to the wing. Doesn't go to the back post making a run. He goes out to the wing. So Pulisic gets stuck and that's why they won it off of him. But Kante wins it back. And I'm seeing a replay of that happening and it's gone all the way through to Edouard Mendy. So Mendy's collected the ball. Great ball from Marcos Alonso, I have to say. You cannot underestimate the ball from Alonso that finds Christian Pulisic. For the first time, Alonso looks up and plays a first-time pass rather than take 87 touches. Anyway, Chelsea come forward again. Mason Mount out to Alonso. Edge of their box. Back inside Jorginho's breathing a sigh of relief, Jorginho. Alonso now flicks it to Mason Mount, who's by the corner flag. Holding up possession. Goes back to Alonso. 2 minutes of injury time to go. There's 4 minutes of injury time. 2 to go. Thiago Silva. Into the feet of Kante. Top of the centre circle. West Ham are now done. They look tired. Out to Hakim Ziyech on the right-hand side. Masuaku up against him. Comes inside. Plays the ball square to nobody. Ziyech. Back to Declan Rice. Turns away from 2 challenges. Then plays it out to Fornals. Gets the ball back, Declan Rice. Driving over halfway. Conte's with him. Kante wins it off of him. But Declan Rice wins a West Ham throw-in. Right in front of the Chelsea bench. David Moyes is up. Telling his players to keep going. They play it backwards. Into the feet of Lanzini. Wide left is Fornals. They're coming forward. Edge of our box. Right-hand side. Cross comes into the back post. Win it, Alonso. He does. And he's clattered off the ball, Alonso, by Soufal. Well done, Alonso. Alonso's now gone down. He's getting a great big hug from Thiago Silva, by the way. Alonso, brilliant. Brilliant defending there. Brilliant cross from the goal. And he's man of the match. Just for that one cross. That's how bad it's been. When you see Alonso's ball for the goal for Pulisic, Pulisic's still got a little bit to do because he knows he's got to get clattered as he plays the ball. Left foot, bottom corner. But the ball from Alonso is outstanding. It's the first time he's actually looked up and just played the ball first time in the game. And because he takes the cross early, the West Ham defenders are not set. And he plays it literally in between defenders, right onto Pulisic's foot, who just steps up onto it. Mendy launches one high. Lukaku heads it forward to nobody. Edouard Mendy collects the ball. Mendy. Fabianski collects it. Rolls it out to Rice. Left-hand side of him is Cresswell. Cresswell back to Fabianski. Fabianski on the edge of his own box now. Launches it high. Alonso's underneath it. Doesn't win it. Then Chalaba doesn't win it, and they're down the right-hand side here. West Ham. Cross comes into the penalty box, headed away by Thiago Silva. Edge of his 6-yard box. Cleared away by Chalaba, up to Mason Mount. And with that, the referee blows the final whistle. Chelsea 1. West Ham 0. Come on! It took us an age to get there, but thank God we did. Jorginho is still gutted. He's absolutely sick, he is, as he's walking around. Fabianski picking up his water bottle by the goal, just in front of Matthew Harding, getting absolute stick from Chelsea fans. But with that, outstanding from Chelsea, I have to say. The move was outstanding. We dominated that game for the most part. We huffed and puffed. We got to the final third and ran out of ideas. For once, one little moment has just won that game for Chelsea, and thank God it did. We go 5 points clear of Arsenal with a game in hand, which is Man United on Thursday. And just make sure you guys tune in. I'll be back here Thursday night for Man United v Chelsea from Old Trafford. And at last, Chelsea get themselves 3 points. They get the win they should have done. But honestly, we made hard work of it. Made absolute hard work of it, big time. So that's the most important thing. Just seeing this goal, looking at analysis here, the red card was definite red card. Definite red card. Lukaku actually beats the defender for once on the spin. He forces the defender into the challenge on the wrong side. Definite red card. But Jorginho's penalty is shocking, but thank God we stepped up. Pulisic was alive to the ball in the box. Alonso was alive to his run. Played it into him. Outstanding, and we got the win. So, guys, thank you so much. I need to go back inside to look after my little boy and just spend time with him because he's with the childminders from tomorrow. Anyway, have a great rest of your Sunday. Let's hope that Liverpool and Everton kick lumps out of each other and Everton beat them. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a great rest of your week. If I can get a video done at some point, I will, but it's difficult based on the hours I'm working and stuff like that. So if I don't see you before, I will see you guys all on Thursday for Man United versus Chelsea. Let's hope we can do them as well. Thanks for watching and tuning in. See you next time.